me and my cousins, we was playing hide and go seek in the house. And I had went downstairs to go try to catch everybody. And my cousin, he snatched me up from whichever way he was. And
it's your mom right over there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna get her involved in this. I'm gonna call her over real quick. So hold on, real quick. All right. So hey, mom, can we get you over real quick? Y'all know me, guys. Y'all know I like to get to the bottom of things.
She got my last name, and her sister got her dad's last name, and by them names.
How'd that end up happening? Is there any part of that you say, you know, maybe I could have done this, and that would have fostered a better relationship with them?
No, but when I talk to her,
rocks on us, they was stepping on us, beating on us,
Throwing
up
dirt
there,
on
throwing dirt on us.
Well, I get that, but you don't really believe that he instructed his kids to.
No, he said that in front of us.
Yes, I do believe.
What did he say?
Yes, I do believe. He said, y'all.
What's up, YouTube? Make sure that you click the notification bell. We're going to be going live in 2024, doing live interviews, and I want to make sure you catch it in the moment. So make sure you tap that notification bell. Now back to the content.
What's up, YouTube? Atlanta Street Interviews out here with another one. So we got a young lady with us today. How you doing today, miss?
I'm doing good.
All right. So are you homeless?
A little bit. It's in between.
Okay, what's your situation?
Well, me and my mama, we've been going through a lot of stuff for the past, my whole career. I'm 18. So I've been with my mama, raised and born. I was without a father. Sometimes me and my mama stressed, trying to get money for the light bill and stuff. I be trying to help her out by me working. I don't work no more because I quit my other job because some stuff happened and I didn't like it. So
okay, so real quick, so right now do you guys have like a roof over your head or no?
Yes.
Okay.
So we in like this 2-bedroom. But my mama stressed paying her light bill because her rent pay most of it. So we be trying to get the money for the light bill, the water bill, and everything else.
Okay, do y'all get, is it like Section 8 or anything like that? Or any type of government?
It's in a program. It's like a program.
Okay, how much do y'all have to pay per month?
We pay $8.95.
Okay. And so you're saying that you got the money for the rent, but the rest of the bills is kind of a struggle?
It's just a stress, yes.
Okay.
Well, it's a struggle to my mama, but me staying in my mama's house and with her, it's a struggle for me too, trying to help her get it.
All right. And look up for me, sweetie. Look up. I know we
that sun is throwing.
I know. All right, I tell you what, we can turn this way. We can turn this way a little bit. Right,
that sun
right here is
okay.
cool. All right.
Now I can look up because that sun was just in my eye.
Okay. So, all right. So you're 18.
Mm-hmm.
How long? You just like how long have you been 18?
I've been 18 for a while. I turned 18 last year June.
Okay, so since June. So. Okay, so did you graduate high school?
No, I'm a senior. I graduate in May of this year.
Okay, so you're like in high school right now?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So, do you have any kids?
No.
No. Okay. All right. So.
I think I'm expecting, but I don't know. I gotta go check first.
What?
Yeah.
What?
I gotta go to the hospital. My mom take me to the hospital so I can check. Cause I don't know. I've been feeling not myself lately.
You're feeling not yourself?
Yeah, and I ain't never felt like this before. So I don't know. We're gonna go check though.
Okay. Okay, so we're out here at the park. It's Sunday. And so I get it. It's kind of a struggle situation right now. All right, and so so let's just start from the beginning. Where are you from?
I'm from Georgia.
Where by in Georgia?
Well, I'm gonna say born and raised all over, but my most side, I was born and raised the east side.
East side?
Yes.
Where by on the east side?
4 Seasons.
Hey man, shout out that east side, man. Yes, I'm from the east side, man. I'm from Decatur myself, so.
Yep.
Hey man, shout out them E's, man, all day.
I'm trying to tell you,
hey man,
that's where everybody staying is the east side. That's the only side you know.
All right, and so growing up on the east side, did you have both mom and dad in the household?
No, it was just my mom.
Mom,
like my mom, I really, to be honest, through anything, I call my mama my mother and my father because she's been there through me for thick and thin. Since I've been 18, before I turned 18, my whole life story. So it just been me and my mama.
I get it. I'm not an advocate of that, right? In our community, we need to recognize that you know, a woman could be a mom, but she can't necessarily be a dad. And if there's an absence of a dad, that's just an absence. It's not much that a mom could do to make that up. And so, as far as your dad goes, was he at all in your life, or was he just completely non-existent?
Completely non-existent.
Do you even know who he is?
I know my dad is. I went and saw him in Washington,
DC?
but he treated me wrong. So I told my mama I didn't want nothing.
Washington, D.C.?
Washington, like Seattle, Washington.
Oh, Washington
Kind
State.
in that area.
Wow, okay.
So like I told him I didn't want nothing to do with him because how he treated me when I was up there.
What did he do?
So he went up there. You know, he got kids or whatever. My siblings that I got up there. It's 4 of them, but 2 is a twin, and then you got 1 and then the other one. So, how can I put this? We went up there. So I guess his little girlfriend, his little wife, whoever she thought she was, told my dad not to buy me anything, not to get me nothing, no money, no nails, no none of that. So, and then they was up there stealing my mama bank card, using her money and spending it. So we was also up there struggling too. But she took both of us. She took me and my sister up there to go see our dad, and it went completely wrong on my end, but it went absolutely right on my sister's end. I did not like my dad when I first saw him because how his attitude was towards me.
Okay, but why did it go so good for your sister?
Because they look alike. She got his last name. I got my mama's last name. And when I was born, he wasn't claiming me at all, that I wasn't his child, and my mama had to prove him that I was his child. So, and it went from there. So now I'm just.
Hold on. I mean, I get it that that's your mom's side of the story, but did you ever get his side of the story?
No.
Well,
because he never tried to explain it to me. Like when I was up there, he never tried to talk to me about it. Okay,
but let me ask you this: do you think that maybe the way that you was already coming at the situation because of what you know about it from your mom, right? Do you think that maybe you was already coming a little sideways?
I could say I was.
Right. So
because how I
just
went through my head.
Right.
Like,
and okay, so I mean, maybe. Right? Maybe you guys should just sit down and talk. And he could explain his side, and it might be a little bit different than your mom's side. You know? Because sometimes when ladies are hurt, right? They make sure that the child doesn't feel great about the other parent. Okay? And so that may be the situation. I've seen it 1,000 times. Not saying that's 100% what happened, but if your sister has a good relationship and she had a good time with him, it's quite possibly that he's a good, want to be a good dad and all that stuff. And okay, so that's your mom right over there. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna get her involved in this. I'm gonna call her over real quick. So hold on real quick. All right, so hey mom, can we get you over real quick? Y'all know me, guys. Y'all know I like to get to the bottom of things. So hopefully this doesn't go. How you doing, Mom?
I'm doing fine. How you?
I'm doing great. So we was just talking, and you know, she was talking about her growing up and everything else, and it got to me asking about her dad or whatnot. And she was saying about how her and her dad don't have the greatest relationship, and you know, the time when she went up to Seattle and everything else. She said that her sister was able to have, you know, a good relationship with her dad, but for whatever reason, she wasn't.
Yeah.
And so I started to ask her, I was like, well, have you gotten a chance to sit down and talk with your dad, you know? And she was like, no. And so I just wanted to know, I guess, like, you know, why do you think she has a bad relationship with her dad or whatever?
Because I could say, the only thing I could say, when they were born, her and her sister were born, her daddy wasn't nowhere around. Her daddy was always somebody else's household. And her sister know her daddy kind of well, but she don't like him. Why do you think? Along with him.
Why do you think? What do you think the difference is between her sister and her, as far as the results that they get?
What's between her sister and her? She got my last name, and her sister got her dad's last name. And by them names,
how'd that end up happening?
He signed the oldest sister papers. He just didn't sign hers.
Okay, so he signed the birth certificate.
He signed my oldest sister. Her oldest sister birth certificate, but he didn't sign hers.
Okay.
So,
Okay, and
it
so
went down from there.
okay, and so when he didn't sign it, you decided that you was gonna
I'm
give
just
her.
gonna leave her at my last name
Okay.
and be done with it. She look like me, then she look like him. We
Is that
look like
right?
twins.
Yes.
She look like me. I'm
Supposed to be
mama.
thinking we sister and supposed to be thinking we twin sisters, but no, I be like she's the mama, I'm the daughter. We just look alike.
Did you ever get a DNA test?
Oh yes.
Okay, so it was
Oh,
proven
yes.
that.
He both of their daddy.
Okay.
Both of
Okay.
they both of their daddies.
Okay.
But he wasn't
Nah, nah.
claiming me when I was young at all. He was not claiming me at all. Like my
Well,
mama had to prove to him that I was his child.
Well, do you remember that, or is that just what you remember your mom telling you?
I went and did a DNA test on both of my girls because he kept saying that the kids was not healed. So I told him before I went inside the DNA office and did the DNA test for my two girls and did me and him to get them. So I told him, I said they're gonna be 99.99% they're yours. And it came back exactly what I said.
Okay, and so after that happened, was he like, oh yeah, let me, be a good dad and let me be in their
Well-
life and everything else?
Well, I mean, he tried, but the thing is he left Georgia and went to Washington. He been in Washington for a long time, so.
Was it for like his career or something like
No,
that?
he just went to Washington, period.
Okay,
He went to Washington and made 3 more kids.
okay.
That's the end. That was the end of it.
Well, and I get that, but I mean, what prevented them from having a tighter relationship growing up?
Well, my oldest daughter, she looked like him, and he took her more than he took her. He bought her more than he bought her.
Well, and so I was asking about that, right? And so I had asked,
I can't tell you. I can't
well, I
tell
had
you.
asked her. I was like, well, do you think maybe based on kind of the way that you know the history to be, do you think that maybe you kind of came at him a little bit sideways, or maybe with a little bit of attitude up front, based on what you believe the history to be? And she was like, yeah, I could admit I probably did. So, I mean, do you think that maybe some of the stuff maybe that you told her about the situation, or kind of how you however you told the story, do you think that contributed to her feeling that way about him or whatnot?
Well, I could say the whole story is about their daddy. When their daddy was with them when they was babies. Their daddy was with them when they was babies.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, he was getting a check. He was taking care of everybody else instead of them. So we used to get in an argument about the kids, and I used to tell them, just go on about your business. I can do this by myself. I don't need no unfit daddy. I don't need no unfit.
So wait, let me pause right there. So you say he was taking care of them, and
He
you
took
say,
care of them when they was a baby.
and you say
Can't
he was
walk.
getting a check or something?
He was getting a Social Security check. He'll
Okay,
take his money, he'll
Uh-huh.
take his money to another person's house and let the other person keep his money instead of let me keep his money to go buy them stuff. So, I mean, it's been a long time. It's been a really long time.
Right, I get it. That was when you was a much younger lady and
Yeah.
everything else. Do you look back on any of that and say, well, let me ask, is there any part of that you say, maybe I could have done this and that would have fostered a better relationship with them?
No, but saying when I
So quick.
when I talked to her daddy, about them, and I be like, well, I need help. You can't help me. You rather go smoke instead of taking care of your kids. I did it. I took care of all 3 of them, but my son ain't none dead, ain't none healed. It's just the 2 girls. I took care of them on my own.
So, I mean, if I was to ask him, right, because, sometimes I get emails from people that see the videos, that know the story, know the family, whatever. If I was to ask him, like, hey, tell me what happened, like, why wasn't you more involved in her life? What do you think he would tell me? Would he say that you kept her away, or any version of that type of story?
No, it's not the thing. I kept him away from his children. He just had a attitude problem. He had an attitude problem. Like every time he'll get mad, he'll walk out, he'll come back, he'll walk out, he'll come back. But I don't never walk out. I'm always there. I got them ready for school. I put them on the school bus. I did her hair. I did everything.
I get that. I mean,
I really can't say nothing about him because he ain't been there for a long time. I took them to Washington. They wanted to go see their daddy in Washington, so I took them up there to go see their daddy. But it's like they daddy turned on me and her. The kids turned on me and her. His other kids. He told his other kids, do what I want y'all to do. I want y'all to beat on Shay and Destiny. And I'm looking
You
like...
say beat on her?
Yeah, and I'm like...
No.
Because when we was up there, it's like we had like rocks on us. They was stepping on us, beating on us,
Throwing
up
dirt
there,
on
throwing dirt on us.
Well, I
when we
get
was
that,
up
but
there.
you don't really believe that he instructed his kids
Yes,
to.
I
So
do.
he
Yes,
said
I
that
do
in front
believe
of
it.
us.
Yes, I do believe
What did
it.
he say?
Yes, I do believe. He said, y'all, he told me and Destiny, he said, y'all hit on Destiny and the mom, hit on them too. But don't hit the oldest girl. That's Amaya Hatal. Don't hit her because she got his last name. He defended her more because she got his last name. She don't. He took care of her more because she don't got his last name.
Did y'all
it
do
was
the
a last name thing. I
last
don't
name?
understand why.
Do you regret not giving her his last name?
I don't regret it. He should have regretted because he didn't sign the birth certificate. I did.
Okay.
When
Now
he
I'm just
was
asking.
signing, so I did. I just said, forget it. I'm just gonna leave her name as my last name, and she been with me ever since. So I'm
And so where's
where's
where's the older sister at right now?
She either's at work or she either at home. One of them.
So she lives here in Atlanta?
Yeah, she
She
lives in
live
Atlanta, Georgia,
not
but
in
she
not
like
in Atlanta, but in Georgia.
Metro
down there,
Atlanta.
like Metro, yeah, kind of down that way.
She in like
You ain't gotta tell me exactly where, but I get
like
it.
Douglasville,
Yeah,
Fayetteville.
Fayetteville. something like that.
Okay, I got you. Okay, because I
She
mean,
get along with him more
ultimately,
than she do. They get along. My oldest daughter and her get along more.
because see, here's the thing, right? Ultimately, so thank you, by the way, Mom. Thank you so much. All right, you don't like talking about him?
Talking about him.
Well, guess what though? It's good to talk about these things because I'm sure that there's some ways that she feels that she probably doesn't voice to you, that she doesn't talk about to you. You know what I'm saying? Maybe some things about, missing her dad or missing having that man in her life or whatever it is that she doesn't voice, right?
Yeah.
So we're gonna talk about some of that right now, but I encourage you to just talk about these things a little more. Invite her to express herself, ask any questions, and kind of go from there. All right? Trust me, that's always gonna be a good
He
thing.
told him when we was down there, he put me out and tried to keep me and my oldest girl down there. He told them, said, well, this what I'm gonna do. Your mama can go, but you stay here with your sister. And just said, no more, I'm not staying down here with my sister because my mama don't know nothing about Washington, D.C. He tried to put me out so I could live on the street. It wasn't gonna work.
It sounds like y'all had a tumultuous relationship. So, as far as that goes, right? How many years apart are her and her older sister?
They
My sister,
She
20 and
2000
I'm 18. 2003
so
and
about-
2005.
Okay, it's about 2 years in between.
Yeah.
So, when did it become tumultuous? Like, because obviously you still liked them enough to make a second baby with them.
Well,
so.
when I did all that, they had a second baby bound. We was thick and thin. We was like this.
Right.
But it seemed like as the kid got older, he wanted to start doing what he wanted to do. So
We mean mess with other ladies?
I just gave it to him smoke.
Like, he was
Okay.
doing all types of
Smoke.
Okay.
I
get you.
don't know if he was doing crack, dope, or whatever. But I know every time he come in the house, he be pissed off. So I just told him, I said, this the last time I be with you. This it. I take my kid with me and I'm gone.
I hear it.
So I took my kids with me and left.
I ain't mad at
I
it.
said, I can't do it no more. I might well do it by myself if I'm gonna do it.
And she
I had
doing
'em.
it, and she been doing an awesome job with just both of us.
That's right. All right, Mom. We appreciate you. I'm going to finish off with her, all right?
Okay.
I'm going to finish off with her. So, okay. So, I mean, I was happy to get the much deeper kind of story and understand. But I want to ask, right? How do you feel like, knowing that, your dad isn't in your life as much as you want and that you guys don't have the relationship that you want to have? How does that make you feel?
I mean, my feelings can go either which way. But I feel like if I actually have a sit down with my dad and talk to him about certain stuff that I would want to talk to him about, I feel like he'll understand me and he'll listen. And then he'll start getting up and taking care of me as...
How would that make you feel?
I mean, it would be a blessing.
Look at me.
Because it would be a blessing because that's my father. And in one way, I still know I got a mama and a father on the side of me that both taking care of me. And it'll make me feel like, oh, now I have a father. Now I can talk to my father when I don't want to talk to my mama. Or now I can talk to my mama when I don't want to talk to my father. And I can have both of them taking care of me at once.
Okay. Okay.
I'll feel good about that. Like I'll be either blessed or happy about that. To have my dad back in my life as I'm getting older and I'm 18 years old. So.
Awesome. All right. Well, I'm gonna ask a couple questions, right? Because you are a young lady. I'm just gonna ask. Has anything ever happened to you when you was younger or anything like that?
Yes. I got raped by my cousin. And I don't know how old, I don't even remember the date of how old I was, but I know I got raped by him.
How old do you think you was?
I was like about 10, 11.
And
about 9, 10, one of them. I just know I was little, and I was like in second, third grade.
Second or third grade?
Second, third grade.
8 or 9.
Yeah, I was like 8 or 9
Jesus.
years old when that happened.
And so what was it like? How did it come about happening? Like,
I don't know, me and my siblings, me and my cousins, we was playing hide and go seek in the house. And I had went downstairs to go try to catch everybody, and my cousin, he snatched me up from whichever way he was and pulled my pants down, and it happened.
how much older was he than you?
I think he was like no. I don't even know how old my cousin is. I know he was a little older than me when I was younger.
Was he like a teenager type deal?
Yeah,
when
he
that
was
happened?
like a teenager type. Yeah, teenager type male.
Did you tell anybody when that happened?
I told my mama. I called my mama, and I told my mama, and I told my auntie, because they was at the grocery store when it happened. And I had called her, and I told her. And my mama came home and cussed them out, and me and my mama left. So yeah, a lot of things happen in my future life.
Did you ever see your cousin again?
I see my cousin every now and then.
What are those interactions like?
We speak, and that's about it.
What
Like,
do y'all
I don't
speak
remember
about?
it no more. Like, I forget about stuff like that. Like, I left that all the way in the past.
Well, here's the thing, right?
Yep.
Here's the thing, right? You've buried it, but that doesn't mean it's gone. And so that's kind of a dangerous thing, is to have that thing buried, and then it pops up when you don't need it to. And so it's good to talk about it, and it's good to, just kind of put it out there, and that way it doesn't have to be buried. It doesn't have to be something that you quote unquote forgot about. Okay? And so your cousin, did he receive any type of punishment or anything for this, or?
He did. He had went to jail for like a year, for like 2 years for
Okay,
it.
so they did get the laws involved and
Yes.
everything else?
My mama did, because she was like, I was too young to be getting at an early age. And now my lifestyle, me growing up, it be a lot going on.
I was about to say, what effect do you think that had on you?
Like, it was a bad effect, because I never thought it'd happen with a family member. Like, I never thought I was gonna be getting raped early at a young age.
Well,
And me growing up,
did it cause you to
still
become-
think about it and stuff like that.
Did it cause you to become like hypersexual or anything like that?
No, I don't really talk to people.
So it caused the exact opposite. It caused you to
Yeah.
kind of withdraw.
Yeah, to stay away from people. Like,
Okay.
I don't be around people like that. I don't even like being around a lot of people, because I get anxiety, and my anxiety start kicking in, and I'm like, gotta go.
Okay. But you're around somebody, because you got a potential butt in the oven. So you somebody you around, right?
Yeah.
So she got a boyfriend or something? Okay.
That's the
okay.
only person I talk to.
Okay.
And
okay.
my mama, which is my other siblings, my brother and sister.
All right. Okay. So at this point, you're still in high school. Is that here in Metro Atlanta?
It's Maynard Jackson.
Yeah, we
High
know about
School.
Maynard Jackson.
Yeah, Maynard Jackson High School.
Wow.
I'm a senior there.
Hey man, shout out Maynard Jackson, man. Shout it out. All right, man. Well, listen. So what is you and your mom, like? I get it, y'all are struggling right now. What is your plan to get out of this kind of struggling position? Well, I guess I should ask her that. You're 18.
For me to
Let me
go-
ask you this. Let me stop. Let me reroute that. Do you have any plans on going to college?
So I have 3 options for when I graduate high school. I either want to go to the military and do some years inside the military, because I do ROTC.
I think that's an excellent option.
And then I got college to go to be a fashion design, and it's another word I can't think of it right now. And my last option was to start my clothing brand.
Okay. So I would say you do all 3 of those in the order that you named. So in other words, You definitely, I think that the military is 1,000% the best option.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you're gonna get the life skills you need, the discipline you need, as well as the opportunities to later on be able to buy a house cheap, be able to go to college, be able to do all that stuff. Do the military. You use the military to pay for your college. You do your fashion design or whatever, and then when you have your free time after you've done all the stuff, you learn what you need to learn, you start your clothing line. Yeah, so that sounds awesome, man. That sounds awesome. So, all right. Well, listen, we really appreciate you taking the time, answering all of our questions. If anybody out there wanted to reach out, help, or donate, do you have a way they could do that? Do you have social media, Cash App, anything like that?
I have Cash App. Hold on, let me pull that up because I don't remember my Cash App like that.
You got IG or anything like that?
I got Instagram. My Instagram is Life with Desi, LIFEWDESI.
Okay.
And then my freaking Cash App, that if it pulls up, is Destiny Rogers is the name, but it's LUHBABYCRAXZY. Lil Baby Crazy.
Okay.
That's my Cash App.
All right. All right. Well, listen, we appreciate you, Ms. Desi, and we definitely wish you nothing but the best, all right?
Thank you.
Make sure you have a good one, sweetie.
Thank you.
All right.